So today I'll be making biscuits, and as you can see here, I am measuring out 2.5 cups of pastry flour, and I am going to sift them, and then it is going to go in a mixing bowl where all the dry ingredients will go. So here I am measuring out 1.5 cups and 5 tablespoons of bread flour, and I will be leveling them out with a knife, and then they will be sifted into the same bowl as the pastry flour. And in this same video is still going to be the 1.5 cups and 5 tablespoons of bread flour. This video will include the 1/2 cup and 3 tablespoons that need to go in to make the biscuits. And here I am measuring out 2 teaspoons of salt that is going to go through the sifter and end up in the same bowl as the bread and pastry flour. Next, I will be measuring out 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm going to be leveling it off with a knife, and it's going to go through the sifter. Then it will be in the same bowl as all the other dry ingredients. Next, I'm going to be measuring out 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and it is going to go through the sifter to get out all the clumps that may be in there from the cornstarch, and it's going to go in the same bowl as the other dry ingredients. After I sifted all the cornstarch, there's still a few little clumps left, so I am just taking my hand and pushing those little clumps through to get every little piece out. And here I am just mixing all the dry ingredients together that I've measured to get ready to put the cold butter in. Now here I am measuring out 14 tablespoons of cold butter that have been sliced into smaller bits, and it is going to be cut into the dry ingredients until the butter is about the size of a pea. And here I had moved the dry ingredients and the butter into a different mixing bowl, as the other bowl was not quite big enough. But I am still cutting in the butter into the dry ingredients, and then afterwards I am just making sure that the butter is small enough. Next, I will be taking half a cup and 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, and I will be pouring that into the cut butter and dry ingredients to be able to make the dough for the biscuits. Next, I put on gloves and I am just mixing everything together now until the dough just about comes together. And as you can see here, I'm still folding all the ingredients together to get the kind of dough that I need to be able to cut and roll it. Now, on a floured surface, I am taking the dough out of the bowl, and then I am going to knead it about 3 or 4 times until it becomes a consistency where I can roll it. And after I got it to the consistency I wanted it, I am taking a floured rolling pin and I am rolling it out until about half an inch thickness. Now I am taking a biscuit cutter and cutting out the shapes of the biscuits to be able to go on a lined baking sheet. And after I got the first round of biscuits cut, I am just putting the dough back together and rolling it out to be able to get more biscuits out of the dough. And here I repeat that process about 2 more times, and I get another lined baking sheet to put the rest of the biscuits on. And after I have all the biscuits cut, I take the lined baking sheets and I put them in the oven at 425 degrees for about 18 minutes. And after the 18 minutes, I go ahead and take the biscuits out of the oven. I set them on top, and then I will be taking melted butter and I will be basting the top of the biscuits. And finally, this is the finished product of the biscuits.